everybody. Welcome to Mommy Says here on the Toy Insider. And it is the most wonderful time of the year. It's Meltdown season! Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. It is a time for us to begin the meltdowns. So sometimes we're nice, and sometimes we're naughty. And that's kind of the reality of life. At this time of year, as Christmas and Hanukkah are upon us, and even if you don't celebrate either holiday, it's really hard to not, in either a positive or negative way, get caught up in the frenzy that leads up till the end of December. And there's the whole New Year's thing, which, oh my gosh, I'll do a whole other video on New Year's. But this is a really tough time of year. And I think part of that is because it's this forced happiness. Merry Christmas, I'm happy, right? And I wanted to take a moment to implore parents and children alike to have a little bit of compassion for each other right now. Moms, dads, kids, siblings. Let's just all cut each other a little slack for the next 20 days or so. Maybe 25 days. Give us till into the beginning of January. Because there is so much going on. There's so much going on at school, depending on what age you are. There's, end of the marking period, midterms, or finals. Parents at work, it's year-end stuff, and there's all kinds of reports and things going on, and evaluations, and look back, and look forward, and forecast, and it's just, December is like just jam-packed. Like, why are Christmas and New Year's together? Like, who thought that was a good idea? It would be so much easier if they didn't happen that close together, because I think a lot of the, adult stress comes from it also being year end. So kids, you have no idea what your parents are going through at work right now. And parents, you may not necessarily remember what you were going through as a kid at this age. And also keep in mind, parents, that things have changed a lot. I mean, we keep making these quantum leaps in technology, and childhood just isn't what it used to be from all kinds of different perspectives. So I think we all need to just try to be patient and understanding with each other. And that is the only way that I can see to try to avoid the meltdowns that, gosh, we're just all going to have one before Christmas or before New Year's, or maybe just shortly after New Year's when the bills come for Christmas. But, meltdowns are going to happen, but we can try to sort of make them not be as awful or not happen as frequently. As parents, one of the things that we can do to try to mitigate the meltdowns in our children is to understand just how stressful it is. I mean, you're asked way in advance of Christmas to start making your list for Santa. And then as Christmas starts to get closer, you're watching TV or you're watching YouTube and you see like another thing, and then you want to add it to the list, but then you don't want to be too asky. Or maybe that you sent a letter to Santa and you had something on your list for Santa that you don't actually want anymore. And oh my gosh, what if that's what Santa gets me? I mean, And then what if he knows if I've been sleeping, he knows when I'm awake, he knows if I've been bad or good. That's really stressful, because let's face it, throughout the course of the past year, we have not gone to bed on time every night. We've maybe gotten our parents up in the middle of the night. We've probably been naughty. We've gotten in trouble. And then somehow, close to Christmas, because of all this stress, every child has one catastrophic, major mess up sometime in December. It's like in the movie A Christmas Story, when Ralphie just goes nuts and beats the snot out of the bully. Like, that moment to me encapsulates all of the stress that it is to be a child leading up to Christmas. I know this sounds awful. You're like, but this is like the happiest time of year. And it is. And, if we focus on it being a season of giving, and if we try to focus more on the giving than the getting, maybe we can help mitigate some of that stress. But just, have a little extra patience. If your kid seems more irritable than normal, well, they're under a lot of stress. It's hard. Santa knows what's going on, and they're so afraid that they're going to get stuff that they don't want. They're not going to get the stuff that they really, really want. And, they're scared. And then, you add to that stuff that's going on at school. What are other kids getting? What do other families do? For kids that don't celebrate Christmas, this is a really stressful time of year if they don't celebrate Christmas and if they don't celebrate Hanukkah. And there are some families who are very traditional in the way that they celebrate non-Christmas holidays like Hanukkah. They're like, look, this is not, we're going to do Hanukkah the way that we traditionally do it, and we're not giving into all this commercialism, And there are families that do that for Christmas too. They're like, look, Christmas is not 8,000 presents under a tree. Christmas is a religious holiday. So, there's all different kinds of stuff, and every family does things a little bit differently. And so it's just really stressful. And then for parents, we're under that same stress, but then we also have the additional adult pressures that go with celebrating these holidays. One of them is just getting together with family members that maybe we don't get together with a lot during the course of the year, right? We're very blessed in that we get along really, really well. Daddy and I get along really, really well with both our moms. We both lost our dads kind of young, and we miss them, but we get along really well with our moms. And so that's not a problem. And we get along really well with our siblings and our nieces and nephews. So we're really, really blessed. But for some families, that's not the case. And then you make them all get together around the holidays. And sometimes people have to travel, and either the grandparents come to stay with you, or you go and stay with the grandparents, or maybe brothers and, aunts and uncles come and stay, or you go and stay at your aunts and uncles. And that's kind of stressful, right? There's a lot of stress that goes on when you're an adult, and there's the financial stress. And then there's the stress of trying to figure out how to manage your kids' stress. And it's just really stressful. So I don't really have too many answers other than just say, take a deep breath and just be a little bit extra patient with each other this holiday season. And be a little extra patient with your fellow men and women this holiday season. And kids, be a little extra patient with the other kids at school and wherever you encounter other children in your life. And maybe if we all are a little extra patient, a little extra kind, maybe that's the best gift we can give this holiday season, is the gift of patience and kindness and understanding. And maybe we can have, maybe not total meltdowns, maybe just a little extra warmth. And maybe it makes us a little snuggly, but not necessarily completely falling apart. So let's see if we can do that this holiday season. I'm trying. Daddy's trying. Gracie's trying. So let's all try together. 'Tis the season to be jolly. 'Tis the season of giving. So let's try to do those two things and lighten up on the stress a little bit for the others around us if we can't manage to lighten up on the stress in our own lives. So thank you so much for listening to me this week. Mike will be here next Monday with Mike Says. Until I see you next time, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you are following the Toy Insider. They've got a lot more toy videos coming up before the holidays. And make sure you check out their 10th annual holiday gift guide so that if you can't figure out and you're stressing about what to get kids this holiday season, it'll give you some good ideas about what kids might want and what you might want to get them. Thank you again so much for watching. Love you. Bye.